All right, students, welcome to week 1 folder for Chemistry A, part 1. I'm going to briefly go over the things that you will see in this folder. I will not have recordings like this for overall week overviews after this week. This is more just to kind of make you more aware of how the folders are laid out, what things are pertinent for you to complete, and other things that are just helpful and you can use as you see fit. So right now I'm in week 1, properties of states of matter for part 1. And you'll notice that right at the very beginning there's a week 1 overview. And this blue link right here would open a PDF file in a new tab for you, like this. And all of the weeks will have an overview, which will have objectives that you can read about on what to expect for the week, resources to help you learn, as well as a list of week 1 assignments. Now this may seem a little daunting, but most of these assignments each take maybe 5 to 10 minutes apiece, with the exception of our meeting. So this is going to be in every week, and I do highly advise that you print this out. A lot of times students will check off the assignments that they have done and submitted, so they know that they don't have to worry about those anymore. Next in week 1 is a Start Here video. It's a little funny video with Mr. Bean, and you can watch that as you would like. And then you'll notice that the next thing in the week is the weekly folder for the meeting and makeup voice thread. So every Monday at 12 p.m. we have a chemistry meeting, and in this you will find the meeting time and location, as well as the makeup option if you are unable to attend. So now with the weekly attendance, option 1 is attending the meeting. So if you're going to go to the meeting on Mondays at 12, there is a Collaborate link here that you can click to open Collaborate right before 12 o'clock, and then I will keep track of who attends and Collaborate and give you points based on that. If you are unable to attend the meeting, then you'll be doing option 2. Option 2 will have a voice thread that I recorded linked here, and then helpful documents that you might need here. So you'll watch the voice thread, you'll make a note sheet, and then you'll answer these questions based on what you've learned. And sometimes in the voice thread there are going to be slides that ask you to comment. So make sure that you take note of that, because I do look for that. And then the second piece, yes, there is a second piece for the makeup meeting. It's your Science in the Now article reading, and this will be the first time you're exposed to that, but ultimately you find an article that interests you that's science-based, and you give me a summary on what that's about. And we do that in the meetings. That's the first thing we do during our actual meetings, so that's where that makeup piece is. So you have the makeup voice thread and the Science in the Now article discussion as your makeup option if you're unable to attend. Next in week 1 is the Learning Resources folder. This is an optional folder, but there will be one in every week that you access. And this is because it gives you some information to watch, videos, reading resources, everything else, to kind of help you get comfortable with the material that we're learning. So as we get deeper into chemistry concepts, you will see that there are going to be YouTube video links and things that are specific for concepts that we're learning, and you can choose to watch those if you feel it's needed. If you feel you understand, then you don't have to. But this is here for you, so just know that. Next in week 1 is your assignments. So the meeting is the first piece, and then we have the grade policy, a discussion, a quiz, a journal, an assignment, and another journal. And then there's an optional honors assignment if you so choose. So I'm going to briefly talk about these. The grade policy is important because I do have a late work penalty, so make sure you read that and know what's expected of you, and this is also worth 5 points. It's a brief assignment. The week 1 discussion, lab safety scenarios. It's going to be a discussion like this where again you have to click on the blue link. And then ultimately you're going to come up with a safety scenario with students that are not following safety rules according to your Flynn safety contract. So make sure you note that this is based on your Flynn safety contract. And then you'll have to come back to another individual's post and then point out the things that the students are not doing correctly. So there's 2 pieces. You write your own example, and then you comment on another student's example pointing out what they're not following. Next is the week 1 quiz. This is based completely off of your Flynn safety contract. So when you go into this, it's a multiple choice quiz. and it's a true and false quiz. I thought it was multiple choice. My memory has been refreshed. So it's a true and false quiz where you will answer these questions based on what you learned on the Flynn safety contract prior to signing it. And then when you're done, you would hit save and submit. So that one goes by rather quick too. The week 1 journal vocabulary scatter game goes by really quickly. It's a vocabulary scatter game where you have to match the words with the definitions. And then you have a time that you have to meet, and you have to do it 2 separate times. So you match them, you get it under a minute, and then you do it again and get it under a minute. And you need both screenshots in order to get points for this. And the reason why I have you do it twice is because a lot of these chapters have more vocabulary words than what they will put on the vocabulary scatter game. So that way you're exposed to all the vocabulary words rather than just like 5 or 6. And when you're done, it tells you what to do right here. And then you're done with that. The next piece is accessing your textbook. So this will provide me with some adequate proof that you've been able to get into your textbook and you find a chapter that interests you. This is again another assignment that takes maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And then lastly, for all general education students, the week 1 journal, What is Matter voice thread, is the last assignment for week 1. And it's a voice thread that you watch. And then it has a linked follow-up questions right here that you can open. And then it has you answer these 7 questions in a journal entry. So that's what to expect for week 1. Again, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to email me or text me if something's not working or you're unable to access VoiceThread or whatever issues you may be having. Please make sure that you reach out to me so I can help you. I don't like when students struggle for reasons that they don't need to struggle for. So we will hopefully see you in the week 1 makeup meeting.